Hiphoptictacticians of the world.
What's going on tonight?
Well, we've got a special guest with us this evening, someone who has opened for, I'm going to say dozens, but it may even be not exaggerating to say hundreds of legendary hip-hop artists, and also put on, without exaggerating for sure, hundreds of other artists to open for these legends as well. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure to introduce Robbie G to the show.
Yeah, let's go, boys.
Yeah, man. I'm actually real hyped to have Robbie G on tonight. Robbie G's a big deal in the Canada realm of rap music. So it's gonna be nice to talk with you. So yeah, what's going on with you tonight? How you doing?
Everything is blessed, brother. Staying fit, staying active, just on the grind every day. We shot a music video today. We're gonna release it on Friday, so I'm stoked for that. Got
Nice.
the tour we're about to announce. So yeah, just fucking. Oh, can I swear on this or no? Is this
Yeah, sure, go for it.
We're on college radio pretty late, so
that's my I mean, that's just part of my vernacular, so it is what it is. Yeah, just out here grinding, doing the damn thing, finishing up my next album. And I've recorded so many songs, I think I have 2 albums right now, so I'm just trying to like figure out how to split it up and make it all work. And then I recorded a bunch of remixes, so I'm probably gonna drop a new mixtape as well. Yeah,
busy guy.
Yeah, when I get back home and I'm off the road, I've been off the road for about 3-4 weeks now, and I'm just basically locked in the studio, so it's been good to do that.
So for our listeners that maybe aren't familiar with you, I'm going to tell them that if they've been to a show in the last 10 years, a hip-hop show in Canada, there's probably a 1 in 3 or 1 in 4 chance that Robbie G was either performing at it or a big part of the planning behind it, which means that probably all of our fans and listeners have seen you or been to one of the shows that you've been behind. So can you tell us how you got involved with that from the beginning?
Yeah, I mean, I fell in love with hip-hop in high school. I got introduced to music from my older brother. He gave me Get Rich or Die Trying one night, and I just I fell in love with that. I got the Marshall Mathers LP after that, and just fell in love with hip-hop as a whole. Went down the rabbit hole of all the greats and classics, obviously, and Canadian artists, and just really got immersed in the culture. Started doing graffiti, practicing DJing, MCing. Tried breakdancing a little bit. That wasn't my thing, but just kind of all the elements. Beatboxing. Had a loop pedal for a while, and did live tracks on the road when I was performing. And yeah, I mean, I just fell in love with it. And early on, I came from a small town in Ontario, and there wasn't really much of a hip hop scene there. What's the audio like here? Because I think it's coming through it might be coming through my headphones. I don't know. Is it?
Yeah,
it sounds pretty clear. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so I coming from a small town, there wasn't really much hip hop going on, not many shows really at all. So the only way to perform or to do shows was to curate my own events. So I've always been a big proponent of, like, if you build it, they will come. And if somebody tells you no, just do it anyway. So a lot of promoters were telling us, like, no, we don't really put local artists on any of the promoters that were doing shows. So I was like, all right, well, if you're telling me that I can't do it, then I'll just do it myself. So
yeah,
I just started setting up my own shows and creating a platform for me and my friends to rap and perform. And then soon after, like, we'd have to rent halls and like do it the real grind way, like, rent all the equipment, rent the halls, put up flyers, posters, sell tickets to people, and just try and do what we could to bring something or make something out of nothing and bring a scene to a city that never had one before. So just doing that over and over repeatedly got to the point where all the bars and bigger venues were reaching out to me to say, hey, we'd love to have you bring that crowd that you've got at the hall into our bar, obviously to get the bar sales and whatnot. So we started packing little venues here and there, and then agents started reaching out that wanted us to book their artists, and then that just kind of blossomed into what it is today. Now our company operates in about 72 different markets across the country, from Newfoundland to Vancouver Island and all the way everywhere in between. And yeah, we put on about 250 events a year now, and put on, countless artists, like you said, booking them and putting on local artists. And then, of course, it gives me an opportunity to get out there and perform for myself as well. So yeah, it's just, ballooned really from what it was. And it's just a matter of hard work and being a man of my word and coming through on the commitments that I make to people. And that's why companies like working with us. That's why artists like working with us. That's why we've got a lot of repeat business from artists, and I've helped kind of build the foundations for a lot of artists that tour Canada and given them their first cross country tours, and kind of
Hmm.
just built them from the ground up. So yeah, I mean, and obviously they put in the hard work on their end to release new music and continue building their fan base, and I just do what I can to provide a platform for them to perform and connect with their fans.
Beautiful. And I saw earlier this year you reached a milestone in the touring game. At least you got your own sprinter.
Yeah. I mean, that's the second one, actually. Believe it or not, we bought one last year at the beginning of the year, and then we bought our
Hmm.
second one this year. So yeah, just building the fleet up, and then we're able to utilize those vehicles for other tours that are happening right now. Swollen Members is going to be going across the country, and they've rented one of my vehicles for that tour, so they've got a good vehicle to go on the road with. So yeah, just creating more opportunities for people to tour and make it easier for them to access things like that.
That's awesome. Are you doing any of the shows on that tour?
Yep, my company's putting on 5 of them, so we're doing the East Coast dates. We've got a couple in Ontario, and then we're doing the Maritime shows. We've got uh, Sudbury on November 20th, Barrie on November 23rd, and then we've got Moncton, Fredericton, and Halifax at the end of November, beginning of December. So, yeah, if you're in anywhere listening to this across the country, definitely go and check out Swollen Members on the road. They haven't toured in about probably 6 years now in
Hmm.
Canada. So, yeah, it's a cool reunion tour that they're doing, and they've got Mocha Only back with them on the road for the whole tour. So that's something that I don't think they've done in like over a decade. So yeah, it's a pretty cool
Yeah,
show, and should be a good experience for the fans.
that's awesome. Anything that we should mention coming up after that?
I mean, right now, Classified is starting his tour across Canada. Our company's helping with a few of those shows alongside Diamond Mine Agency for a couple as well. So yeah, they start the tour in a couple of days in Winnipeg. We're helping them out in Brandon, and then they've got, I don't know, I think it's like 15 or 18 stops all across the country. So make sure you go out and support Classified on his run. That should be a good tour to go and check out and see. I'm working on a few things for the new year that I can't discuss yet or announce yet until the tour posters are out, and then working on a few things out here for BC around New Year's. And then I'm myself going to be releasing some headlining dates in Ontario as part of my Give Back tour. We do a tour every year around Christmas time where we encourage fans to bring out clothing donations and food donations for local shelters, and just yeah, try and do what we can to give back to the communities right now, particularly this year. I think it's very important. Cost of living is increased dramatically, I think more than it ever has before. And, there's a lot of people that are struggling. So, food banks lines are longer than they've ever been. And, with the winter months coming and it getting a lot colder out there, I mean, I see it here even in my hometown of Kelowna, just the homelessness population just increasing every
Mm.
month, and more people having a hard time living. And that's obviously multiple factors: the cost of living, the access to opioids and drugs being very prevalent in a lot of the communities across Canada. I see it everywhere that I go. So people struggling with that, with mental health issues, and not being able to have the proper access to solutions for all that. So yeah, I think it's just a good thing that we can do every year. And anybody, if you can, like if you can't even come up to the shows, no worries. But if you can still yourself and your communities get together with some buddies or some friends and collect some food and clothes and bring it down to your local shelters, I think it's going to go a long way, particularly
Mm.
this year.
That's awesome. So also if you could let us know like where our fans could find your music online, where they can follow you, if they're not familiar with some of the work that you've done, that they can watch that's recorded, what are some of the ones that they should kind of look out for?
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to be releasing a ton of new music, so look out for that. But my music's everywhere that you can find music. If you're on Spotify or your iTunes or YouTube or Deezer, whatever platform that you're on, it's easily and accessible for everybody. Just search Robbie G or Robbie G Hip Hop, ROBBIE space G. And for all the links, you can just get them all off my website. Just go to RobbieGHipHop.com and you can see everything there. And any of the shows that my company is putting on, you can go to RobbieGPresents.com and see all of the events that our company has up and on sale. And yeah, just, stay on the socials, my Instagram, my Facebook. I'm always posting the new stuff that I'm releasing and, things that I'm doing on a daily basis. So yeah, those are the best places to go. Yeah, and then meet me in person when you can. If you ever see my name pop up on a poster or see a flyer that says I'm coming to your city or coming close to you, I encourage you to come out and catch me live, because it's cool to listen to the recordings and check music out, online. But I think the real magic happens when you're in the room face to face with an artist.
Absolutely.
I know for myself personally, watching other people that I look up to and am inspired by, it's a whole other thing when you get a chance to see them live. So yeah, that's the best place to go.
Most definitely. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to chill with us this evening.
No problem. Salute to y'all. Appreciate what you guys do and putting artists on and getting the music heard. And this is how we connect with people. So thanks for your time and your energy. And yeah.
Likewise, also, man. Like there's so many shows that we've enjoyed as audience members, but also as performers over the years because you've put them on. So thanks for doing that.
Of course, man. Lots more opportunities on the go, and I'm sure I'll see you guys in person at some point soon, connecting. And I know you guys might potentially be wanting to get out here onto this side of the country, so we'll see what we can do to try and make some of those opportunities happen and sync up. So yeah, stay in touch, and we'll keep things going. And then shout out to all my people trying to stay healthy this winter. Don't be slacking. Don't be caught lacking. Get on your exercise bike like I am right now. Get in the gym when you can. Put your sweat on. And just try and stay healthy. They're trying to kill motherfuckers out here, man. For real. They're poisoning.